All right, what's going on YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be discussing some things that Treyarch came out on Twitter about and talk about a few things that in the beta. I'm going to discuss some of my dislikes, and I'm also going to discuss some of the things that Treyarch openly came and out and talked about on Twitter after the beta had closed. Really quickly, if you guys do enjoy this video, please make sure to drop a like, drop a sub, hit that bell for post notifications so you guys never miss another upload. So hopping in to the first thing, there was a tweet that Charlie Intel tweeted yesterday, and here's how it reads. It says, I'll put it up on the screen for you guys, but it says, breaking, Activision confirms there is no campaign early access for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Statement from Activision rep sent to us. The team is fully focused on October 25th. We are excited about all the game has to offer across campaign, multiplayer, and zombies this year. We made the decision to ensure the community gets to dig in any and all modes they want at the same time. We are back to one massive global launch moment, October 25th. As such, there is no early access beat this year for Black Ops 6, just the countdown to launch. So, my biggest gripe and complaint with this is going to be I feel as if they are not releasing the campaign early because of the negative feedback that Modern Warfare 3 received last year. The campaign was pretty ass. The ending was terrible. It was just not one of the best campaigns, and I feel like because of the negative backlash that Modern Warfare 3 received last year, they are not going to they are not going to let us play the campaign early for that fact, and it is disappointing because that's one thing that's always nice is to be able to play the campaign early because then you don't. Because here's the thing, I'm not a big campaign person. I do touch it, but it won't be until the first 4 or 5 months after multiplayer zombies and the integration of Warzone. And the reason being is because I don't want to spend the first 2, 3 days of the game's release playing the campaign and then be behind in multiplayer and not get to experience zombies, so on and so forth. Because when I start the campaign, I like to play it all the way through. I don't like to play a little bit and hop into multiplayer. I like to play it all the way through and actually enjoy it. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that agree and a lot of people that that happens to too that have the same mindset. So that is disappointing. I feel like um, um, Treyarch is not getting to call a lot of the shots anymore with their games because I feel like if you Treyarch's always been known for having some of the best campaigns in Call of Duty. Look at Black Ops 2, look at Black Ops 1, so on and so forth. They've always had amazing campaigns. They've always been well liked around the community and they've always been perceived very well. And I feel like if they were confident about their campaign this year, then they would be just fine with dropping it early. So that does kind of give me an indication that the campaign maybe isn't going to be as good as we're expecting it to be, or maybe it's going to be a disappointment or a little bit of a letdown. So that is disappointing. I really wish that they would just actually come out with the campaign early. It's also nice because you get to fine tune your settings, right? You get to find your sensitivity, you get to feel out the handling for guns. Um, you get to fine tune if you're playing on PC, like your graphic settings. You just get to get a feel for the game before multiplayer zombies and the Warzone integration is going to happen. So that's always nice, and it's also something fresh, right? It comes out early, which is always nice. It's something fresh. It's something new to play. And usually being able to play the campaign is always a decent experience, and it's always good with Treyarch. It always has been, excluding like Black Ops 3, of course. Um, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, all their campaigns have been amazing. So I, I, I'm worried that it's giving me an indication that the campaign maybe is not going to be that good this year. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But the second topic I want to hop into is Treyarch came out and tweeted them themselves. Now they deleted the original tweet, and I don't have the screenshot for that, but I'll screenshot the tweet that they did come up that they retweeted after. I'll put it up on the screen right here. Um, there was a lot of talk about map size in the beta, right? All the maps were very small, they were medium, and Treyarch did say that this year they are going to mainly there's going to be no large maps in the game. It's all going to be medium and small, which we did experience in the beta. Every single map was medium and small. There was no very large maps. Um, and I feel like the only reason they are doing this is simply because when they look at the statistics from Modern Warfare 3, right? A lot of people are playing the small map mosh pit playlist, right? Because it's a rush of dopamine, right? Constant score on the screen, easy kills, like it's just I don't know, but the problem is it becomes so monotonous. That's one of my biggest things about the beta was map size. Every map played the same. It didn't matter what map you were playing on, they all played the same. And so it becomes monotonous and kind of boring, which I found myself getting bored in the beta because all the maps played the same. There was nothing different about any of the maps. So they came out with this tweet. I'll put it up on the screen right here. But Treyarch Studios tweeted this themselves. They said, for those curious about our map size variety at launch, the majority of Black Ops 6 Core's 6v6 maps are medium sized, similar in size to Raid or Summit. There are 16 multiplayer maps at launch, which we've broken down by size below. I'm not going to read them all off, but as you guys can see, they are all medium and small maps. They do have like Warhead Pit, Gala, and Stakeout as Strike. They are really just considered small in my opinion. They aren't considered like anything crazy. They aren't like any smaller or any bigger than the rest of the maps. But in their original tweet, they did have Scud as a small map. That's what they did classify it to. When they retweeted this, they changed it to medium. So I don't know. I don't know what they did or like what feedback they got after they tweeted that because the tweet wasn't up for very long. But my problem with this is, like I said before, it becomes very monotonous. So if the whole game is going to be medium to small maps and it's going to be like playing small map mosh pit every single game, that's going to get boring. That's just proof of the fact. And I don't want to hate on the game yet. I don't want to tear the game down or tell you guys that it is going to be boring and trash because maybe it is really good, right? I want to be very open-minded about this. I don't want to tear the game down before the full game has even released. My problem with it is that there isn't a lot of variety. All these maps play the same, right? And so, especially in a competitive aspect, I don't know how many of you guys watch CDL, but the the competitive aspect is going to be so boring in a way because all the maps are going to play the same, right? Like looking at this list right here, the only maps that I can see being very being played a lot in the rotation for CDL is going to be Skyline because it's a very good map. You can play anything on it. Hardpoint, Dom, and Search and Destroy. The bomb sites would be really interesting. That is a well-made map. Rewind, possibly Scud, and Derelict would be my top four because obviously we didn't get to play Fault Protocol or any of those. But that's one of my biggest like nitpicks with it. And um, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just I don't want the game to be monotonous and boring. I don't want all the maps to play the same. I want diversity. I want variety. And it's so weird because in Treyarch games you always have large maps, medium maps, and small maps. And this year they're taking it in a completely different direction. Now, another thing I did want to cover was skill-based matchmaking. Okay. And the reason I want to bring this up is because they they came out with the white papers for skill-based matchmaking, and one of the key points I want to hit on with this, I'm not going to talk about it for very long because it's a very widely discussed topic, and I'm sure there's more people that know more details than it than me. Like if you guys want to go check out a video on it, I recommend going to watch Nero Cinema or Drifter's video on the white papers of SBMM that they recently released. They pull up the statistics and they go into good detail and everything. But the one point I want to hit on is the fact that SBMM is built to protect lower skilled players, right? So that way they're not getting constantly stomped on and you don't see the player base leaving or quitting the game early because you have sweats that are, just destroying them every lobby. The problem with it though is in the white papers they said that they disabled skill-based matchmaking in MW3 for 50% of the player base, and they recorded statistics from each game and compared them to the statistics of games that had skill based matchmaking on the other side of the player base, right? So skill based matchmaking goes very in depth, right? It goes off kills per minute, score per minute, your obviously your stats. It also tracks how much you back out of games, how fast you back out of games. And there's a couple more things like you have a player rating and you have a skill rating. So like those are key there too. Um, so you have all of these that SBMM goes into. The problem is that when they showed the statistics for MW3 for, because one of their biggest things was with SBMM off, they saw more, or I'm sorry, with SB, I don't remember it exactly, so I'm not going to say it's verbatim, but there was a statistic that came out that showed that there were more blowouts in TDM, and a blowout being that they got beat by 30 kills or more. There were more blowouts happening with SBMM off than there were when it was on. The problem with their statistic is it contradicts their argument for protecting low skilled players for the simple fact that the statistic shows that the high skilled lobbies, the higher rated players' lobbies were actually experiencing the blowouts, not the low skilled level players. So their statistic completely contradicts what they're trying to say and why SBMM is being put into the game. And I know every single Call of Duty for years and years has always had skill based matchmaking. The problem being that since MW 2019, every year I feel like they have cranked it even more. And I feel like in BO6, especially in the beta, it was cranked to the absolute max. You would get on, you would play one game, and you would play in a very easy lobby, a pretty much like basically a bot lobby, right? And you would play in that lobby and you would do really good and it was fun, right? And then SBMM would kick in, and then for the rest of the day, it was like playing in ranked play lobbies. You had dudes throwing trophy systems on points in six mans, like in a beta, in pubs. Like, it's so boring. It's so monotonous and it's not fun to play. Everyone wants to go and have fun. People don't want to sit there and have to sweat every single game, right? Your casual gamers don't want to have to do that. So that's where you have content creators two boxing and reverse boosting. I'm not going to get into that topic because I don't care if you two box or reverse boost. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect my game the way I play. It doesn't affect my matchmaking. I could care less. Do whatever you want. Do whatever is fun and whatever makes you happy. I'm never going to bash on you for it. Moving into my last topic is before I'm going to show you guys my stats before this video ends. And that it shows you in my stats. They're popped up on the screen right now. I have over a day played in the beta. I played a lot. I played a lot of the beta, so I had a lot of experience, and I feel like I'm kind of. I feel like I have the experience and enough knowledge in playing the game to give you guys this video, which I hope you guys do enjoy this style of content. Let me know if you guys do in the comments below. But the last topic I do want to touch on is going to be the fact that Treyarch said the second open, so we got to play early access. I played early access, right? And the things that I noticed were spawns were very, very poor. Spawns were very poor on every single map. And like as you guys can see in this gameplay, this is open access beta, right? I dropped 117 kills. I'm literally just sitting here spawn trapping with an LMG because they didn't fix the spawns like they said they were going to. There were a number of things that they said they were going to fix for the open beta weekend, and spawns was their biggest one, and it feels like they never even touched them. They didn't do anything for it. As you guys can see, I'm literally spawn trapping their whole team. That's all I've done this gameplay on Babylon with this LNG. It's absolutely nuts. So those were my main points. It's really what I wanted to hit on the most. I hope you guys do enjoy the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know your feedback. If you guys do enjoy this style of content, please make sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. I really appreciate you guys stopping by the channel. Thank you for all the love and the support that you guys have shown on the channel recently. You guys are killing it, and it's absolutely amazing. It gives me more drive to make videos and to keep having a good time with you guys. So I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit the bell for post notifications so you never miss another upload. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know if you guys want more styles of this type of video. I do kind of enjoy making it. It was kind of a cool idea for me to do something a little different other than gameplays and stuff like that. So let me know if you guys do enjoy it. But I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by the channel. See you guys in the next one. Peace.